It started like a normal morning. The sun rose slowly over the city of New Berlin. People walked their dogs. Kids laughed on their way to school. Birds flew across the sky. No one knew that this was the last normal morning Earth would ever see. At exactly 8:43 a.m., everything changed. The sky darkened without warning. Not like a cloud, not like a storm. This was different. The sky tore. A long, glowing crack appeared high above the city, bright like lightning, but it stayed still. Then a strange noise filled the air. A deep, metallic hum. People stopped walking. Some looked up, confused. Others dropped their coffee cups and ran. Then it happened. A massive ship came through the crack in the sky. It was bigger than anything Earth had ever built. Black metal, sharp edges, lights that glowed like fire. It floated above the clouds and blocked the sun. Everything below turned dark. It wasn't alone. More ships followed. 10, 20, 50. The sky was full of them. They spread like shadows across every major city on Earth. Cars stopped. Phones went silent. Internet, power, everything gone. Panic spread fast. In a quiet mountain town, a young mechanic named Liam Reyes stood frozen. He had never seen anything like this. He wasn't a soldier, not a hero, just a guy who fixed old tech for fun. But even he could tell, this wasn't a visit. It was an invasion. Suddenly, a voice came from the sky. Not from one place, from everywhere. Every speaker, every radio, even dead phones lit up and played the same cold, deep voice. It wasn't human. People of Earth, you are weak. You have 7 days to surrender. If you do not, your cities will fall. Your oceans will burn. Your skies will belong to us. The voice vanished. The ships didn't. Governments tried to speak, but they couldn't. Their systems were hacked. Satellites offline. Nothing worked. It was like someone had pressed a giant off button for the entire planet. In the chaos, Liam noticed something strange. Deep in the forest behind his town was an old military base. It had been closed for years. Most people thought it was just an empty bunker. But as the ships filled the sky, Liam saw something odd. Red lights blinking near the entrance. The doors, big metal ones that hadn't moved in decades, were slowly opening. His heart beat faster. He grabbed his old truck and drove toward the base. Smoke filled the air from burning towns nearby. Strange black drones flew overhead but didn't see him. He parked behind some trees and moved closer on foot. The bunker was open. Inside, cold air blew out. Dust and silence. He stepped in slowly. Lights flickered on as he walked. No alarms, no guards, just the hum of machines waking up after a long sleep. Then he saw it. A giant shape under a massive tarp. Metal. Round. It looked like part of a ship. He pulled the tarp off and gasped. It was a warship. Not like the alien ones. This one had Earth's flag on its side. Big cannons. Heavy armor. A name written in bold letters. SKOHAMMER. Suddenly, a voice spoke from the darkness. Human detected. Identity unknown. But heart rate indicates fear. That is good. Fear means survival. Liam turned fast. A glowing blue eye lit up on the wall. It wasn't a person, it was an AI. A computer with a voice, a very old one. You are not military, but you came. That means the war has begun again. Who are you? Liam asked, breath shaking. I am AVA, Artificial Vanguard Assistant. I serve the fleet, but the fleet is sleeping. Until now. He stepped closer. What fleet? Earth's Sky Fleet, built in secret, buried after the peace treaty of 2090. Forgotten. Until today. Liam looked at the skyhammer again. It was covered in dust, but still whole, still waiting. Can it fly? He asked. With your help. Yes. Sirens began to scream outside. Alien drones were coming. They had found the base. Time is up, Ava said. Either we fly, or we fall. Liam looked back at the glowing warship. His hands shook. His heart raced. He was just a mechanic. Just one person. But maybe, just maybe he had found the one thing that could fight back. He climbed aboard. The Skyhammer's engines hummed like a beast waking from a long dream. Outside, the drones closed in. Inside, Earth's first hope in decades roared to life. The Skyhammer's engines glowed a soft blue. Dust shook off its armor. Liam stood inside the cockpit, his hands hovering over strange buttons and old screens. He had never seen anything like this. The ship was beautiful, but also terrifying. "Power level stable," said the AI Eva. Her voice echoed through the ship. "Weapons offline. Shields at 12%. Flight systems waking up." Liam looked around. This thing is older than me. Can it really fly? It was built to fight in space, to protect Earth from threats like this. Outside, the alien drones flew closer to the mountain. Their red lights blinked in the trees. One of them fired a beam, hitting the rocks near the entrance. The explosion shook the ground. Ava didn't wait. Engaging auto defense. Hold tight. From the sides of the mountain, hidden turrets appeared and fired sharp blue lasers into the sky. 2 drones exploded. Others scattered, but more were coming. "They found us," said Ava. "We need to move. Now." Liam sat in the pilot's chair. He had never flown anything bigger than a skybike. But the chair fit him perfectly. The ship seemed to know him. "You have old Earth military DNA," Ava explained. "Your grandfather was a war pilot. His access is now yours." Liam's hands touched the controls. They moved with him, guiding him. The ship shook as another blast hit the base. "Lifting off," Ava said. "Welcome back, Skyhammer." The ground rumbled. Trees bent. Rocks flew. And slowly, the Skyhammer rose. It broke through the treetops, pushing dust and fire behind it. Alien drones followed, firing from all sides. But the Skyhammer turned fast, dodging lasers and spinning through the air like it was dancing. "Shields holding," Ava reported. "Returning fire." Blue light flashed from the ship's sides. 3 drones exploded in the air. 2 more tried to escape, but Ava tracked them and fired again. Direct hit. Liam's eyes were wide. This thing is insane. "She's just waking up," Ava said, "and she's angry." Far below, the old mountain base collapsed. The warship flew into the sky, leaving smoke and fire behind. Liam flew east toward the desert. Ava guided him. "There's more than one," she said. "Skyhammer was the first, but others sleep in hidden bases. We must find them." "How many?" 6 total. Skyhammer, Thunderclap, Nightfall, Ironwing, Ghostblade, Stormlake. They were part of something called Project Iron Sky, a secret plan built during Earth's last war with aliens over 60 years ago. Earth had created powerful ships in secret, just in case the peace didn't last. But after the peace treaty, world leaders shut down the project. They feared the ships were too dangerous. The war fleet was hidden and forgotten. Until now. Abba showed Liam old video logs, engineers, soldiers, and scientists working underground, building ships in silence. One log showed a man standing proudly next to the Skyhammer. Ava paused the video. "That's your grandfather." Liam blinked. "You never told me about this." He couldn't. It was top secret. He died protecting the last fleet base. And now you are here. Liam stayed quiet. His heart was heavy, but he felt something strange. Pride. Maybe this was his purpose. As night came, Skyhammer landed deep in the desert. The stars above were not peaceful anymore. Alien ships still floated over major cities, watching. Waiting. Inside a hidden canyon, Liam found the entrance to the next base. A long tunnel covered in sand. Ava unlocked it with an old code. The doors opened slowly. Inside was a sleeping giant. Dark red armor. A long curved body like a predator bird. On its side, Telendioxilepli. She is a close-range ship, Abba said. Powerful, but needs a pilot. Not me? Liam asked. Only you can wake them, but others must fly them. We need more. Liam looked at the ship, then at his hands. He had survived one battle, but this war was just starting. We need help, he said. Yes, Ava replied, and I know where to find it. She uploaded a list of old war pilots, people who once trained for Project Iron Sky, but were forced to forget everything. One was still alive, a woman named Commander Jun Kai, last seen in hiding. A war hero erased by the government. She won't trust us, Ava warned. Then we make her, Liam said, because Earth is running out of time. He looked at the sky. The alien mothership still hummed there, silent, waiting to strike. But Earth was no longer helpless. It had ghosts. It had secrets. And now, it had a fleet that was starting to wake up. The desert wind howled as the sun rose. Liam stood outside the hidden base, looking at the two warships, Skyhammer and Thunderclap. The silence around them felt heavy. Earth was still under the alien shadow. But something was changing now. Humanity was waking up. We found her, Abba said suddenly. Who? Liam asked. Commander Jun Kai. Last known location. Old Denver ruins, but it's not safe. Liam tightened his grip on the control stick. Nothing is safe anymore. Old Denver had become a ghost city. Once full of life, now it was silent, broken, and watched from above. Alien patrols flew overhead in small black ships. Drones buzzed between broken buildings. The people had either run or gone underground. But somewhere inside those ruins was a woman who once led Earth's best pilots. Ava guided the Skyhammer low through empty streets. The ship flew silent and fast like a shadow. She's in an old subway shelter, Ava said. Move quickly. I'll keep the ship hidden. Liam stepped out alone. He wore a black coat, hood up. He moved through the city, heart pounding. Every sound made him jump. At last, he found the old train tunnel. He climbed down, flashlight in hand. It was dark and cold. Rats scattered. Water dripped. Then he heard it. A gun click. Don't move. A voice, sharp and strong. Liam slowly turned. A woman stood behind a wall, holding a pulse rifle. Her face was scared, her eyes hard. Who sent you? She asked. Liam raised his hands. Ava, from Project Iron Sky. The woman paused. Impossible. That program was buried. It's not anymore. The aliens are here, and I'm flying Skyhammer. Jun Kei lowered her rifle just a little. You expect me to believe a kid like you is flying that ship? Come see for yourself. She hesitated, then nodded. If you're lying, I'll shoot you. They returned to the canyon. When June saw the Skyhammer, her eyes went wide. She touched the ship like she was seeing an old friend. It's really back, she whispered. Then she saw Thunderclap. 2 ships? You're building the fleet again? We need you, Liam said. Ava said you trained on Thunderclap. June looked at the ship, then at the sky. Then let's show them Earth isn't done fighting. Within hours, Thunderclap was online. Its engines roared, shaking the ground. June took the pilot's seat like she had never left it. Feels good to be home, she smiled. Abba scanned enemy signals. Alien supply ship spotted heading toward the Pacific hub. Small escort, lightly guarded, we can strike. Liam's heart raced. Our first real attack. They won't expect it, June said. And after this, they'll know Earth fights back. They flew fast, low across the ocean sky. The target was big. A floating alien cargo ship, sending supplies and fuel to their mothership. It moved slowly over water, guarded by 4 drones. Thunderclap. Take the left, Liam said. I'll hit them from the right. Let's wake them up, June replied. Thunderclap's cannons fired first, sharp and loud. 2 enemy drones exploded before they even knew what hit them. The cargo ship turned, alarms flashing red. Skyhammer rose fast and high, then dropped hard like a hammer. Liam fired twin plasma beams straight into the engines. Boom! The cargo ship shook. Flames shot out the side. The last two drones moved in, spinning fast and firing. One hit Thunderclap's wing. Sparks flew. "I'm hit, but still flying," June shouted. Skyhammer twisted through the smoke, locking on the last drone. One clean shot gone. The supply ship began falling from the sky. "Finish it," Ava said. Liam nodded. He flew close, aimed straight for the center, and pressed the trigger. A massive explosion lit the sky. Far above, in the alien mothership, alarms screamed. The alien commander stood still, his eyes fixed on the screen. "Human warships," one of his officers hissed. "Impossible," said another. "We crushed their armies, burned their bases." The commander's voice was cold. "We forgot their ghosts." He turned to his army. "Find those ships. Destroy them, before Earth remembers what it is." Back on Earth, Liam and June returned to the canyon. The mission was a success, but it had changed everything. "They'll be hunting us now," June said. "Good," Liam answered. "Let them come." Eva's voice came back online. Another signal detected. A third ship, Nightfall, has activated. Location: Arctic Vault. June smiled. "Then let's take back the sky." The cold wind howled across the ice. Snow blew in sharp waves as the Skyhammer and Thunderclap flew over the frozen land. Below them was nothing but white, ice, rock, and ancient silence. But somewhere under that snow slept another warship. "Coordinates locked," Ava said. "Welcome to the Arctic Vault." Liam looked down through the glass. "How deep is it?" "Almost 200 meters, buried during the Great Ice Collapse." June flew Thunderclap behind him, voice steady in the comms. "Then we dig fast, because I have a feeling the aliens already know we're here." They landed on a flat sheet of ice. Ava guided them to a small ridge. Liam stepped out into the storm, snow whipping his coat. Eva's scanner beeped. There, metal under the snow. June and Liam used energy cutters to slice through the ice. Steam hissed up. After hours of digging, the tip of a large black tower poked through the ground. A hidden elevator shaft. "This is it," Ava said. "Accessing code now. Done." A loud rumble shook the ground. The ice cracked, and slowly a massive metal door slid open beneath them. Cold air rushed up from the deep vault below. "Welcome back, Nightfall," Ava whispered. They descended into the vault. Lights flickered to life as they walked down cold, metal halls. The vault was frozen but still alive. Thick ice covered the walls. Giant machines slept under glass. And there, in the center of the room, was Nightfall. It was black, sleek, and sharp, like a blade made of shadows. Unlike Skyhammer and Thunderclap, it was smaller, faster, built for stealth and speed. Liam touched the hull. "This one feels different." Nightfall was the spy ship, Ava said. "It could fly through enemy fleets without being seen. She's fast, but deadly." June nodded. "We need a third pilot." "I can help find one," Ava replied. "There's someone near this sector. Name Daxwork. Former test pilot. Went missing after the war." "Missing or hiding?" Liam asked. "Both." Suddenly, alarms screamed inside the vault. "Enemy inbound." Ava shouted. "Multiple signals. They followed us." Outside, alien dropships fell from the sky. Giant insect-like machines landed hard on the ice. Soldiers poured out, their armor glowing red. "We don't have time to wait for Dax," June said. "Then I'll fly it," Liam replied. "Nightfall's controls are different. It takes some on." Liam jumped into the cockpit. The ship lit up instantly. Pilot recognized. Starting systems. The vault shook. Explosions hit the ground above. Enemy troops were drilling into the base. "Hurry," June shouted. "They're cutting through." Nightfall rose from the vault with silent engines. Its body shimmered, bending light. Liam could barely hear it. It didn't roar like the others. It whispered. Above the ice, Skyhammer and Thunderclap were already in battle. Alien walkers fired beams across the field. Thunderclap dove low, dropping bombs that blew up the frozen ground. Skyhammer flew high, taking out drone swarms with precise shots. Nightfall online, Liam said, engaging stealth. The ship vanished from sight. Liam flew straight through the enemy ranks, invisible. He slipped behind a heavy gunship and launched 2 plasma darts. Boom! The ship exploded, never knowing what hit it. "They can't see you," June shouted. "That's the idea," Liam smiled. The aliens panicked, firing in all directions. But Nightfall was already gone, moving too fast to catch. On the ridge, a single figure watched the battle through cracked goggles. He wore an old pilot's coat, patched and frozen. It was Dax Rourke. He pulled a radio from his belt. "This is Rourke," he growled. "You flying my old bird?" Liam heard the voice in his headset. "Get up here then," he said. "We've got a war to win." Hours later, the battlefield was quiet. Alien bodies lay frozen in the snow. Wreckage burned blue. The 3 warships landed side by side. Dax stood beside Liam and June, his breath fogging in the cold. "I never thought I'd see these ships fly again." "We need you," June said. "The rest of the fleet is still sleeping." "I know where the next base is," Dax replied. "And trust me, you'll need every ship you can find. The aliens just sent their hunter-killers. You win here. That was just the test." Liam looked at the sky. In the distance, black clouds gathered. This wasn't just about defense anymore. It was time to take the fight to them. The sky turned black before morning. Clouds rolled in, but they weren't made of rain. They were ships. Big ones, sharp, silent. Death machines. Ava's voice cracked through the warship comms. "New alien units inbound. Not scouts. These are hunter-killers. Heavy armor. No mercy. Their job is to wipe us out." In the canyon base, Liam looked up at the screen. The data showed red blips. Too many to count. "How many?" he asked. "Too many," Ava replied. "And they're coming fast." Dax Rourke paced across the hangar, his eyes narrowed. "They're here to finish the job. This is their cleanup crew. After this, Earth's done." June crossed her arms. "Then we hit first. Fast. Hard. Before they surround us." Ava lit up a map. It showed the alien fleet splitting into 3 main branches. Their weakness is the command ship, Coulson Obsidian Fang. It sends the signals. If we destroy that, the others will fall into confusion. "It's guarded," Liam said. "Heavily." "That's why we need all 3 ships," Ava replied. Skyhammer, Thunderclap, Nightfall. 1 mission. 1 shot. The plan was simple, but deadly. Nightfall would sneak in first, cloaked and mark targets. Thunderclap would strike from a low mountain path. Skyhammer would fly straight and fast to draw fire and hit the core. "This is a suicide mission," Dax muttered. "Only if we miss," Liam said. The 3 ships rose from the canyon like shadows in the wind. The alien fleet hovered over the wasteland, giant triangle ships with black glass hulls. Drones moved like insects around them. At the center was Obsidian Fang. It looked like a dark pyramid floating in the sky. Nightfall shimmered as it flew above the clouds, silent and unseen. Liam stared at the glowing heat signatures. Marking targets now, 6 turrets, 4 drone nests, 1 main power core. Thunderclap flew low through the valley. June checked her missiles. Locked and loaded. Waiting on your mark. Skyhammer came in high, roaring with speed. Liam's hands tightened on the controls. On my signal, we strike. Nightfall dropped flares on the turrets. Each one lit up with blue light, targets painted. Go! Thunderclap launched heavy missiles. The sky lit up as explosions ripped through the side defenses. Aliens screamed through their comms. Skyhammer moving in, Liam shouted. He pushed the engines to full. Plasma beams lit the clouds around him. One blast grazed the wing. Sparks flew. "You okay?" Ava called. "Still flying." Skyhammer dubbed straight at Obsidian Fang. Enemy turrets locked on. Red lights flashed. Missiles launched. But Liam twisted through the fire, flying like a ghost through lightning. Almost there, almost. A blast hit the side of the ship. Metal tore. The cockpit shook. But the core was in sight. Liam screamed, firing now. A beam of blue fire launched from Skyhammer. It hit the glowing heart of the alien command ship. A moment of silence. Then Obsidian Fang exploded in a wave of black fire. Across the sky, the alien fleet paused. Ships lost control. Drones spun in circles. Beams stopped firing. It worked. Ava shouted, "They're falling apart." June didn't wait. Thunderclap shot through the chaos, blasting the falling ships. Dax flew nightfall between wrecks, taking out anything still moving. Earth's sky lit with alien fire. But from deep space, something else woke up. A cold, massive shape moved through the stars. The true mothership, the alien brain. It had watched the battle from far above, and now it was coming. Back on the ground, the 3 warships landed. Liam climbed out covered in sweat and smoke. June checked Thunderclap's damage. "We lost an engine, but it's fixable." Dax wiped his face. "That was too easy." "It wasn't easy," Ava said. "It was smart, but it's not over." She showed a new signal. It wasn't fast, but it was huge. "Something else is coming. Bigger than anything we've seen." "How long?" Liam asked. 3 days, maybe less. They worked fast. Wounded ships were repaired. Old weapons were brought online. Even underground bunkers sent what they had left: old tanks, hacked drones, human volunteers. Ava tapped into old satellite systems. "There's one more ship," she said. "Prototype. Never tested. Built in orbit before the war ended." "Name?" June asked. "Earthborn. Bait, strong, and still waiting." Liam looked at the stars. "Then we go get it." The launch pad floated above Earth, hidden in the shadow of the moon. Cold, silent, forgotten. And at its center, still locked in sleep, was Earthborn, the last warship built by humanity before the fall. It was massive, black and silver. Its surface was covered in armor thicker than a bunker. Its core burned blue like a living heart. Liam stared through Skyhammer's window. "That's not a ship," he whispered. "That's a monster." Ava's voice echoed through all 3 ships. Earthborn was never finished, but its weapons work, its shields work. And it has something no other ship has: a human soul. The crew docked their 3 ships at the platform. Dax led the way, boots clanking on the old metal floor. June followed with Ava's core module in her hands. "We'll install her in the mainframe," June said. "She can run Earthborn systems." "Good," Liam replied, "because we don't have much time." Outside, the alien mothership entered Earth's orbit. The stars bent around it like light through water. It was too big to measure. Its shape was strange, half machine, half living nightmare. And it had already started charging its main weapon. Inside Earthborn, the lights flickered on. The halls came to life. Doors hissed open. Turrets turned. Reactors hummed. Ava's voice stilled the ship, clear and strong. "Earthborn online. Welcome back, pilots." Liam stepped onto the bridge. The captain's seat felt heavy, full of old stories, full of ghosts. "We're not just flying a ship," he said. "We're flying the last hope." "Then let's make it count," Dax muttered, strapping into the weapons chair. As Earthborn rose into the black sky, the ground below lit with fire. The alien mothership was firing smaller ships down, cleaner units, meant to erase all life. But this time, Earth didn't run. Earthborn moved through space like a rising titan. Enemy ships turned to face it. Too late. "Engage primary weapons," Liam ordered. Massive railguns fired. Energy beams shot from Earthborn's wings. The first wave of attackers didn't even get close. They burned in silence. Thunderclap and Skyhammer flew beside Earthborn. Nightfall zipped through shadows, blinding enemy radar. "They're coming in full force," Ava warned. "Brace yourselves." The alien mothership opened fire. A red beam, thick as a city, ripped across space. Earthborn's shields took the hit, glowing bright white. The bridge shook. "Shields holding," Dax shouted. "Barely." "Target the weapon core," Liam yelled. "Hit it hard." Thunderclap dropped a line of plasma bombs. Skyhammer fired at the mothership's defense wall. Earthborn charged its main cannon. "Ready," Ava said, firing in 3, 2, 1. The core cannon unleashed a white-hot blast straight into the heart of the alien mothership. For a moment, the stars went quiet. Then the mothership cracked. Explosions danced across its skin. Sections broke off and spun into the void. Red lights faded. And then the giant fell, burning in silence, falling into Earth's atmosphere like a dying god. On the ground, humans watched from bunkers and caves. When they saw the alien ship fall, they cheered, cried, hugged each other. They knew what it meant. Earth was still here, and it had fought back. Hours later, Earthborn hovered high in orbit. Silent again, but not alone. Skyhammer, Thunderclap, Nightfall, all floated beside it, scared but alive. In the command room, Abba spoke softly. "The galaxy knows now. Earth is not weak." "Let them come," June said. "We'll be ready." Liam looked at the stars. "No, we won't wait for them. We go first." "Take the war to them?" Dax asked. Liam nodded. "We're not just defending Earth anymore. We're freeing every world they've crushed." He stepped forward. Lights blinked on across Earthborn's map screen. New targets, new systems, new battles. Humanity had risen. And now it was their turn to bring the fire.